Intelligent ways to deal with the other woman in your husband's life. Hi, friends. Welcome to Marriage Realities, a comprehensive relationship channel. Today's video is about a highly sensitive topic. It is all about the intelligent ways to deal with the other woman in your husband's life. The other woman is not a new concept in married life. It has been happening for generations. I still remember my mother's uncle having extramarital affair with another woman. My mother's aunt bitterly fought with her husband regarding the other woman. But strangely, my mother's aunt never walked away from a marriage. My mother's aunt stayed with her husband, tolerating the illegal affair he was having with the other woman. It is all because of my fate, she used to tell my mother. Thinking back, I feel my mother's aunt had been too overlooking and too meek to allow her husband have an affair with another woman. If the same scenario happened today, I think she would have divorced her husband, and quite rightfully so. Who is this other woman in your husband's life? She might be a friend who gave your husband good company to eventually enter into his heart. Or she might have been a lonely woman who sought comfort in your husband. She might also be his colleague who attracted him through her looks. Whoever the other woman in your husband's life might be, she destroys your marital happiness in many ways, doesn't she? You always want to be the only woman in your husband's life. Naturally, your life comes crashing to your feet when you come to know that there's another woman in your husband's life. You feel terribly upset when you know that your husband has been cheating you behind your back. You're furious that he had the audacity to cheat your trust and loyalty. The illegal extramarital affair of your husband literally turns your married life upside down. It makes you lose your mental peace. You feel wild with anger that your husband had been disloyal to you. You have constant bitter arguments with your husband about the other woman in his life. Many a time you want to walk out of your marriage, but you desist from leaving your husband as you have your children to think about. Your initial reaction to the presence of the other woman in your husband's life is disbelief. Is my husband really cheating me? You ask yourself. Because the other woman suddenly enters into your husband's life to baby lift him. You still cannot believe that your husband could so easily overlook you and have an affair with another woman. What makes your husband cheat you? As a man, your husband is prone to cheating to satisfy his physical hunger. Your husband is also instantly drawn towards a woman if she is physically attractive to him. When the other woman also accepts the overtures of your husband, he easily crosses the line without any hesitation. Your husband never thinks that he is doing great injustice to you when he sleeps around with another woman. It is just a physical thing, your husband justifies himself. But you just cannot overlook the illegal affair your husband has with another woman because your husband owes his loyalty only to you. He cannot make a mockery of your trust by having fun with the other woman. When you're too forgiving, your husband will continue having fun with the other woman without feeling regretful about it. You feel like killing your husband for the injustice he does to you, don't you? How exactly should you deal with this tense situation? You should first make sure that you're not converting an ordinary and innocent friendship your husband has with another woman into an affair. But when you're sure about the other woman, you should never let this affair continue. You're legally wedded wife of your husband. So, only you have total rights over your husband and not the other woman. Do not feel sad that you have failed as a wife because of the presence of the other woman in your husband's life. Do not take the affair of your husband as a personal defeat to you as a wife. Do not discuss about the other woman with your children. It will only make your children feel confused about what is happening between you and the father. The illegal affair of your husband is an issue that is between you and your husband. Do not give undue importance to the other woman by thinking she's a competition to you. A cheating woman does not deserve your worry, but you should not also let things drift along without doing anything about it. You must do everything in your power to weed out the other woman right out of your husband's life. If the affair of your husband had been physical, the other woman will automatically disappear from his life. Your husband and the other woman will eventually realize that the relationship cannot survive on physical attraction alone. There are times you might have to meet the other woman to tell her what you feel about her. Do not indulge in mutual mudslinging with the other woman. It will only intensify your problem as the other woman will think she has power over you. So, when you meet the other woman, you should be calm and composed. Your confidence and assertiveness will definitely make the other woman feel apprehensive and alarmed about you. Keep your accusations to the point. Do not divert your conversation by character assassinating the other woman. Your attitude will only give the power to the other woman to argue back with you. Do not beg the other woman to leave your husband. When you plead with the other woman, it will only make her feel that she's a power to be reckoned with in your husband's life. Do not threaten the other woman. You must understand that your husband is also an equal culprit. But do not mince your words when you talk with the other woman. You should tell the other woman that you will not take her intrusion into your husband's life lightly. Keep the tone of your voice matter of fact and cool. You should also tell your husband that there will be no forgiveness if he keeps cheating you. Do not let your husband easily off the hook by divorcing him. Divorce will only make your husband make hay while the sun shines. You should definitely show your husband that he cannot take you for granted. Finally, who wins the battle? You or the other woman? There's no doubt that you will emerge the winner. Your husband will never leave you as you know that you are his family. After realizing his mistake, your husband longs to be back in the family fold with you and your children. He finally realizes that he has committed his worst ever relationship blunder. When your husband comes back to you, give him a firm and final ultimatum that it has got to be you and no one else. And that if your husband cheats again, you would not tolerate it as you have done now. Did this video show you how to deal with the other woman in your husband's life? Marriage Realities will have many such relationship eye-openers. Subscribe to my channel to understand your marriage in a new light. Press the bell icon for updates about my latest relationship videos. Make love forever until death do us part your relationship goal.